Hey, Ruth. Hey, Raven. Go time. Shmuley, what's going on, man? White Lightning. White Lightning, you're up there, man. Shmuel, by the way, I saw that guy, man. He like loves to like ridicule me. I just love this. He's giving me so much free press, man. I love this guy, you know? This shows you that evil has nothing of itself. He's not going there to say anything new. He just wants to attack me. I'm like, really? Thanks, man. I appreciate the compliment. So weird. There's some guy on the internet, man. He was I see him all over the place. He's like spends all his time like attacking me. I'm like, wow, I'm so flattered. You want to give me some free energy? I mean, but that shows you that evil has nothing of itself. He doesn't come out to say, "Oh, I believe in this and this and this." It's just like KABBALAHguru made a mistake. I mean, really? Oh, only one? I mean, come on. Anyway, yeah, so it doesn't really bother me too much. It bothers me a little. Dead cat bounce in crypto, yeah. Listen, man, I'm stacking XLM, man. I got XLM at 0.082 this morning. I mean, that's to get Stellar at 8 cents right now. Are you kidding me? I got Stellar. I thought I was the coolest dude in the world. In 2020, I got Stellar at 8 cents. I bought a lot of it, and to get it again at 8 cents, are you kidding me? What an opportunity! It's going to be backed by silver. Not that I'm not an investment advisor. And if I was, you should run like hell, man. Those guys know nothing. Stacking, man. Isn't it called stacking? It's called stack. No, it's called when you fill your bag up. In crypto, they say, I'm filling my bags up with yeah, we could see lower. Absolutely, man. I mean, if you wait for the lowest of the low, yeah. But I'm very happy to get to get a bag full of not a I get a tremendous amount, but you could buy $20 worth of for $20 you get hundreds of or I don't know, whatever. It's a sale right now. It's really a sale. Yeah, Shmuel, that's the guy you pointed out to me. Yes. This guy, like, he spends his whole day gnashing his teeth at Kabbalah. He's like the Wile E. Coyote, right? I never even thought in my wildest dreams that I would grow up, have a YouTube channel, and have some guy that spends his whole day finding all my mistakes. I'm like, yeah. Hey, Susan B. Hey, Karen. 11 o'clock. Trump's going to be then 11 a.m. it is. I'm keeping you guys from Trump. Is Trump going to speak this morning? Black Friday. DeFi Joker. Yeah, who doesn't have mistakes, man? He really wants to categorize all my. Well, Guru said this, but I'm like, yeah. I was filling my bags with XLM with Stellar Lumens. I really like Stellar Lumens, and I like them. Oh, double. Oh. Oh my God, Mio, I'm so sorry. Oy vey vey. 11/22/2022. Stellar is not only Stellar growing, but they're saying the lobster, the new stock market is going to be based. The new currency is probably going to be Stellar. I mean, I should say the new bridge asset. We'll still have our U.S. notes, but you'll if you want to send something to Indonesia, you might do it on. I don't know. You might do it with XRP, but I think Stellar is going to be the coin of the people. I think XRP is going to be the coin of the banks. But yeah, you know. But I want to say something. I mean, while I'm on this topic, I really want to say something. I think it's an important thought, and that is we all have learned to invest. I mean, I never invested before. I never would have dreamed it. Oh, you have to know what you're doing. You have to, buy, sell, but our whole mindset has really been changed by this series of events, and by us like learning to do our own research and learning to trust ourselves, and not trusting, finding out that the people we put our trust in were not really trustworthy. We're finding out that, like, wow, I can do this. That's a very big thing. It's a very big realization. And I made my video this morning. Do your homework, right? Yeah, do your homework. Don't take advice from others. Don't buy Bitcoin. I mean, just saying. I mean, I've been saying that for years. Actually, I should say, I sold all my Bitcoin at 17,000. I should have, if I'd held on to it, I'd be, I wouldn't have to have these problems with renting a place, but I didn't. So whatever, I made a little money on it. But I don't wanna buy something that doesn't have any substance, like the fiat currency is based on air, and Bitcoin is based on Tether, and Tether doesn't really have a Matthias, doesn't have a real existence, it doesn't have a value. Stellar, if it's backed by silver, that has value. Plus, it actually does something. I mean, you can send Stellar in seconds. You can send it across the world, like the internet. You can't do that with Bitcoin. So, what's the point? Am I okay? No. If I was okay, would I be doing this? I'd still have my regular job. I would have taken this, I would be I'd be sitting, I'd be, worried about my my administrators coming in the room and finding me teaching. We caught you again, teaching, Weber. That's the so yeah. So yep, yep. Okay, let's see what happened here. Okay. Okay. So the point is that we are in a period of prosperity, and we don't have to wait for Gesara and Nasara. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah. So as we move forward, we can take responsibility for our own health, right? Our own prosperity, our own living situations, our own time. We can use our time. We won't be slaves to this insane system. We'll be able to use our time to do what we want to do. See, I mean, it's so cool that you guys, that everyone is hip to this, like over spot price. I mean, did you know? I mean, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this 10 years ago. I didn't even dream of investing, because I never had two nickels to rub together anyway, because they took it all out in taxes, and, for my IRA, for my tax-free IRA that I ended up, it's just, tax-free, right? Taco Tuesday is fun. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about this. Anyway, let's get to the intel. But I put out a video this morning, and I basically said, because I'm doing this thing, like, why would I pay to go to a doctor, right? Now I'm not saying this, because apparently there's some kind of, like, you're not allowed to say it. But if something makes you feel good and you think it's good for your health, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you take charge and say, you know what? I'm going to, like, take some steps. Like, I bought this. I didn't buy. I had a friend lend me this healing wand. So I'm working on. I have this issue with my foot, and it's getting better. Why would I want to go? I mean, knowing what we know about medicine, why would I want to go to a doctor? I mean, to get a script, maybe there's some drug. Maybe I would want, if I had a bad infection, would I want penicillin? I guess so. I think I could pay a doctor. I certainly wouldn't personally, don't. This is just my opinion. This is not. I'm not telling you guys to do the same thing. I'm not spending a cent on insurance. I'm not doing it. Actually, that's not true. The new place that I bought, they made me buy renter's insurance because I'm a liability, because I don't have a steady gig, man. So I had to buy. So I do buy some insurance, but Medicaid, Medicare, they call me all the time. I'm just like, what do I'm not getting sick. I don't feel like getting sick. I'm not interested. Well, what if you get sick? I'm like, I'll deal with it. What if, I'm going to live my life in fear that, I don't know. I just, insurance, really? If I don't have to do insurance, my poor bestie Gila has to pay, she has a dental practice. She has to pay all these insurance bills. I mean, I remember my father was a dentist. All these insurance, it's like, you can't move without having insurance. Who does that? That's cabal to the nines, man. That's cabal up to here. That's cabal. Well, you have to pay. You might need insurance because you could walk out of your house and land on the wrong step and fracture your spine. God forbid. I mean, it could happen. You should pay a lot of insurance. You should pay us a lot of money in case there's a flood. In case there's an atomic bomb that goes off down the street from you. You need to pay us insurance. In case you have a bad day, what in case, what in case? Am I creating my own future? Is this a quantum world or not? If it's quantum, I don't even want to think about the possibility that I'm going to slip and fall. Forget about it. It's not, I don't even want to think about it. Gil is constantly telling me, do not talk about losing your channel on, she says, don't even use the words. Words have power. I'm not losing my channel. We pay so much money. We have no money, and these are robbers. Now we can see behind the curtain. It's a little guy named the Wizard. I am the Wizard. We saw behind the curtain now. He's a person who likes to do really weird things to kids. I should give him all my money. So I have lots of money to buy these things on Twitter. They were buying it on Twitter. Really? I'm going to pay my taxes so that these guys can have a big party, like with this guy, was it Fine? This banker guy who owned what was it? FXP or whatever it is. He and his girlfriend could have big parties, and I don't know, that's where my tax money goes. I should really run out to. Anyway, I'm on a little bit of a rant here. I'm sorry. Right. And I'm for sure not telling you guys to do this, because I know it makes us scared. It makes people scared to think, oh my God, I'm not insured. What's good? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying for me. I'm not saying you guys should do the same. Okay, let me get. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Let's look at the intel because I didn't really get to look at it today. I made a video today with Frank Zelenko, Zev Zelenko's brother, Gila, and a friend named Svi. We made we did a like a little Jewish discussion. Okay, let me just see what VK is up to. He's in promises to be interesting. This is the biggest magic trick ever played on humanity. That sounds interesting. This account ends. Wait, what is this? I have to see this. Please stop asking if I'm JFK Jr. Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon, or an AI quantum computer. Just VK, an anon like all of you, working with the collective vibe to help get this stuff done. Does it end soon? This account ends 2023. Okay, the guy has a sense of humor, this Vincent Kennedy. Let me see what this video is about. I see it's like live from Egypt, not a country. I don't know where they are, but they're here. That everyone can look up, but they're researching things on that, and they're finding things that have been frozen for thousands of years. The global warming effect that we're having now is not from cows passing gas, okay, or your exhaust pipes or that kind of stuff. 5 humans had an effect. I don't know what this is. I'll share it on my intel. I'll pass it to you guys. I don't know what this. I don't know what his point is. It's hard to tell, and I haven't seen it. Okay, Jenny M. I have to talk to Jenny M. Is Jenny M here, by the way? She put out a really outrageous video. I wish she would just erase it. Okay. All right. I'm just going to post it on the KABBALAHguru family. Shmuley, I'm sorry if I drive you crazy, man. If you're still here, you're such a good guy. Okay, here we go. Okay. If you own your vehicle, just get the minimum car insurance. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. Just drive. Just don't drive recklessly. Stay away from anything negative. Yeah, that's good advice. So I think we're, the bottom line is I think we're significantly along the way on our collective quantum journey to be able to stop focusing on when is it going to go down and start focusing on, I want to live a great life. I'm a human being. I deserve to have a life that's not filled with fear. I deserve to be able to get up in the morning and not worry about like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to make my car payment? I deserve that. I deserve to be able to like do what I want with my day. Is Gil here? No, Gil is working, unfortunately. But I'm not unfortunately. She's working. Yeah, I know you. What are you thinking? Like Gila could calm me down. Gila, could you tell Ellie to just calm down already? She has that. She probably could do that. And she alone, maybe. I don't know. All right. Anyway, all right. Let's just get to some intel here. I'm sorry. I'm in a kind of a funky mood because I'm a little bit videoed out. I've already made 2 videos this morning. 2 like a short one and a longer one. So I'm not doing nothing. I'm not eating bonbons. Okay, let's see what our good friend from this is Tyrone. Immediate changes and improvements in blood due to grounding or earthing. That's interesting. They're saying improvements in blood due to earthing, 1 minute, 14 seconds. What is earthing? Okay, so I'll put that on an Intel channel, okay? That looks pretty interesting to me. I mean, I could play it, but you get the idea. I think what we're saying. Let me see. Immediate changes in environment due to grounding or earthing, and it's a doctor taking something and giving it to a woman and taking a blood sample and I don't know. I don't know what that is. You'll have to check that yourself. I don't know what earthing is. Does anybody know what earthing is? Not cheap to be a dentist, right? To help people. Yeah, right. She's got to pay all this money to help people, and go to outrageous amounts of schooling. My father was a dentist, and not just that, but the anxiety that my poor father went through. I mean, he would get like these migraine headaches. It was and he would sort of detail. He would spend a lot of time working in the garden just to grounding, walk barefoot on the earth. Okay, immediate changes due to she's walking barefoot on the earth, and then he takes her blood again, and her blood is better. What does that tell you? What does that tell us? Well, gee, I need more medication. I mean, okay. The FIBI organization paid 42 million a year to confidential human sources, including thugs. Okay, that's a book that's coming out. Charming. That's from our taxpayer. That's your IRS hard at work, man. Paying the FIBI guys to hire thugs to abuse us. That's where your professional advisor is telling you to use to make sure you pay your taxes on time so that the criminals can have what they need. 45 live chat. Yeah, man. This is good because this channel is starting to take off a little bit. Please subscribe to this channel. It's and also Gila lost her. I think she lost her channel. Oh, is she getting a lesson, man? Does Gila have one evil bone in her body? I mean, does she have one like blood cell that like I am your evil blood cell? I know you have 10 trillion zillion gazillion blood cells in your body, Gila, but I am the one evil blood cell, and YouTube is gonna find it, hunt you down like a wild rabbit. I mean, it's not normal, man. I mean, how could anybody take Gila's channel down? It's just like, whatever. Go figure, man. She's pure love. She lives for other people. I mean, she's real. She's a real deal person, but she does for other people all day long, every day, 7 days a week, and they're taking your channel down. I mean, like, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so the Fibbies want all our money. I think they send you a bill for $90. Yeah, poor mama bear. You subscribe to that. That's good. Yeah, subscribe to Gila's channel. I mean, she's telling me, it's not about the numbers. I mean, that's why I'm trying to find other income sources. That's why, and that's really, I mean, that's what my video was about today. Don't wait for the EBS. Don't wait for Gesara. Don't wait. Be like Nakshan. Just get out there. The medical, like things like this, you can make money doing this, selling this, sharing something that works for people with your friends. In the show more, you could. I mean, I have this other thing. This is a friend gave me this. This is a healing wand. you know? And I'm sure there are countless numbers of healing devices. We don't have to wait for the med beds. There's all kinds of stuff. They're inventing things. I saw this morning a guy had a cure for cancer, and they shut him down. They kept him busy in court for 40 years so he couldn't release. That's what these evil Lizzie bees are doing with it. We'll take you to court. You got a cure. You have a car that runs on water. Oh, we can't allow you to do that. But these people are being removed by the brave white hats that are saving us. Horse paste is a cure for cancer. I mean, don't say cure. Okay, I almost say cure. Right. I'm probably not allowed to say cure. Thank you, whoever. No big bucks and cures. Right. Yeah. We all know, but now we know all this. So why? I live two lives. Yeah. A Tesla biohealer for exactly your now. It's amazing. So you don't need it. Yeah, I mean, go to I am Starseeds, but I am Starseeds. Don't you think you could share that with other people and make a nice living, and you would be free of the matrix? I'm gonna work a job, and you're gonna pay me by the hour. I'm worth $40 an hour. If I'm late, take out like see $2.45 of my time. I mean, like, no, we're not living like that anymore. We're not slaves. But let's get out of the system. Let's leave the matrix. And don't wait. Don't wait for Gesara. Why wait? Do it now. Okay, so this is Jesse Waters. I don't really know who that is. He's on CBS. He says, "You're telling me that H's laptop is real now and JB is the big guy? I'm starting to realize that the D October surprises are hoaxes and the R October surprises are all true." You must know that we pay for nearly every single bit of corruption on the earth. That's a comforting thought. Oh, I'm posting this one on my I'm not even gonna go near this because I mean, I lost my channel because I mentioned something about a president that was removed from the planet in 63. I'm not gonna say anything about it, but I just put it on the Intel channels. 11/22. This is the day. Is this the day that it went down? I think so. 2211 in gematria adds to watch the water. Stranger things have played out. Decode 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Revenge is a dish best served cold. All things were created through him and for him. There is no eternal death. God alleviates suffering. Thank God for starting the justice system. High noon, New World, American root of David, lion, or Judah. I don't know what that means. You can research all this except the gematria decodes of 11/22 are here, are including something about Miss Nancy. You know what I'm talking about. It has been illegal and they always knew. They just never wanted you to know. Okay, I don't know what this is, but this is from Captain Kyle, and I'll probably watch it later because his information I think is pretty cool. Okay, let's go up here. Taxes have always been illegal here. Our founders knew, and they wrote the Federalist Papers and our original US Constitution the way they did. I've shared this all before. So taxes have never been legal, but we still continue to pay. I've heard they're actually voluntary. I really want to pay, though. I really want to do my civic duty to support a thug today. Right? Red Bull does work with TBH. Elon is saying, what is TBH? I don't know. Twitter? No. I better look at let me look at this. The genius of Red Bull marketing. Red Bull does work TBH. Peace on the Korean Peninsula isn't big news. Should we do a drop on that? Timetable shift next week. 17 normies only watch CNN. They don't even know any of this is happening. We are too smug. Hope not. Might as well go and sit in the three-letter agency that starts with the C. Military aircraft crashing in U.S. Coincidence. Autists need Red Bull. So that was posted on (11/19/22). Red Bull sells 10 billion cans a year. All right, so that's that. These are some drops. Space Force U.S. to activate new Space Force command in Indo-Pacific amid tensions with North Korea. Court blocks depositions of 3 Biden administration officials. Tesla is taking a beating. Investors ask board to stop the bleeding. Tesla's stock is not doing well. Actually, I'm going to try on the thing that my son wore. This is something shaking. Exclusive disgraced FTX boss Samuel Bankman-Fried looks distressed as he is seen for the first time since the collapse of his $32 billion crypto empire at his $40 million penthouse hideaway in the Bahamas. He's not looking so happy. Well, okay, probably not. Okay, something about the selection process I'm not going to read. My friend, after I told him to do your own research, I don't know what they're saying. I have to look at this. I'll put that on the Intel channels. Do your own research. Okay, how a bridge played a vital role towards success of D-Day. The famous bridge played a vital role in Operation Overlord, commonly known as the Normandy Landing or D-Day. Okay, what is this about? Maryland Antifa Michael Patchak found guilty. Not such a nice guy. Once the buyback of XRP has occurred through PolySign, There is every chance that Stellar XLM will be worth a lot more than XRP. Silver has been the secret held against humanity that a certain president from the 60s tried telling us that silver has a lot more use cases as well. Research Bible gold to silver ratio, it is 1 to 15. What is this? He's doing like he's saying COMEX 589 rule, silver will be tied to Stellar XLM. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. You know, I don't want the ratio of XLM to XRP. I have to trade 4 stellar lumens for 1 ripple. It's not worth it to me. I don't. I'd rather have the stellar. That's just me. I have a little bit of XRP now. I've accumulated, a little bit, but not like I used. I used to have a lot, and it was stolen. So I'm recuperating. I figure, if God wants me to have money, I'll have money. It's not up to me. It's not like I'm going to figure it out. I'll suddenly figure out. But I think if you keep a positive attitude and you just keep going. So let me give a shout out for today's Torah section. In today's Torah section, it says that Isaac was big about digging wells, and he was very prosperous. God gave him prosperity. God made him rich. And the first well that he dug, the bad guys took it away from him. The police team, however you pronounce it, they stole it from him. So he dug another well. They stole that too. So he dug another well. And this well, they didn't bother him. So what does that tell us? It tells us that we need to just, not focus on so much. I mean, use your energy. Use the same energy that you put into finding out exactly when the EBS is going to hit the world into investing in some kind of energy healing device, or the internet is just ripe with possibilities. You can really be creative on this platform and reach a lot of people pretty quickly if you're persistent. That's the key. The key is persistence. Now, here's the thing. It says Ripple's, oh yeah, I've seen this. Ripple is going to be tied to gold, XLM tied to silver, XDC to copper, Algo to palladium, and IOTA to iridium. I've seen that before. Oh, what's this Mr. Poole post? 113, 11, 589, 11, 3, 11. This is kind of like a mirror image. What does this have to do with anything? I don't know. There's this thing that says the Great Awakening, and there are 2 presidents right next to each other, and it says, this time you lose. It has the guy from the 60s and the guy now, Mr. T. Okay, this looks like a really interesting post from Marilyn Chambers. Patriots and Frog family. Do you get how brilliantly that Mr. T and the White Hats are playing out the plan yet? If not, then you get back to reading the 17 drops. If you are not in the mood to do that, or it just confuses you more, than just sit back and watch it all play out. It truly is amazing. When I was initially getting red pilled, my red pillar reminded me repeatedly and annoyingly of 2 things: think logically and open your eyes. He assured me that everything he was going to show me was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. L'chaim, l'chaim. May everybody have a beautiful, restful, but peaceful, but productive. The key word right now is productive. Be like Nakshan. Be like Viktor Frankl. If you have a purpose, man, everything's going to go smooth. Once you lose your purpose, you're anybody's guess, man. You're your feed for the fodder or whatever it is. Chaim. Get some chocolate mixed in with the goodies, the coffee goodies. Well, here are several layers later. I finally get it. We will all get it in our own time. I truly feel it is not something that somebody can just show you. They can lead you there. They can show you truths and proofs, but it is always up to us to accept and put it all together. So today I want to reassure you that, as I said yesterday, something devastating is heading our way, but we will be fine. We will be okay. I know I sound like a broken record, but we are truly God's chosen. We are the ones to teach future generations what we have learned so that they will never allow themselves to become enslaved again. Sorry about that. I feel like I feel bad that I have a bit of chocolate on my teeth. John Lennon is quoted as having said, "Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end." What a great that, I'm not always a big total fan of John Lennon. I'm just going to excuse myself for 1 second. I want to. It's a teacher's thing, sitting in teachers' lounges for many, many years with all women. I mean, I spent my whole life with these women that were always like, what do you want? Kind of attitude towards me. But I noticed that they always cleaned their teeth before they went into classroom. Just saying, it's kind of like class. Like, I get ready for these broadcasts the way I used to get ready for a class. I make sure I go to the bathroom. I make sure I have all my things. Once you get in a classroom and you close the door, man, you can't say, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break, kids. I'll see. You can't do that. So anyway, okay. So John Leonard is quoted as having said, "Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end." That is so brilliant. That actually is more true than most realize. Even if it causes pain and tears, we will continue to walk forward, if only in the belief that someday everything will be okay. Yeah, isn't that true? Okay, I'm going to take one more short break. I just realized that I apologize for being a little bit flippant about this, but I'm realizing that I could easily make my life a lot. I'm just like a teacher. It's just like a teacher to do this kind of thing. That I could take one of these. I bought this. This is like the kind of thing that I really value, like fact cards that are different colors. Only a nerdy teacher would get so excited about owning such a thing. But the thing is, oh, look at that. They're in separate packages. The thing is that if I can ever get inside the package, scissors are also very good. That's something you'll see. A lot of teachers have lots of scissors around. I'm giving you all the tricks of the trade. But what I'm going to do now is take one of these incredibly, it's not quite as, and I'm going to put it up here so I can read this because the lines are really small. The journey we are on has shown us that we are stronger than we thought, smarter than we knew, more determined than we realized, and yes, perhaps more impatient than we should be. If things go wrong along the way, stay calm and keep moving forward because eventually everything will fall back into place. Be like Nakshan. We can never let fear stop us or hold us back. Remember, if you prime yourself for fear, even harmless events appear scary, right? If you're waiting for something scary to happen, everything's going to be scary. The, the enemy has used fear tactics on us for all our lives. Let not give them that kind of power over us ever again. We are in charge of our emotions, not anyone else. It has been written that imagined fear paralyzes us, while real threats send us into a frenzy. When a threat is imminent and identifiable, you jump into action immediately and without flinching. We felt that threat when we jumped into to save the children. See, you did that because your inner heart and soul told you that you must. No one forced you to be on this journey. You did it because your inner self said, enough, enough. If not me, then who? Do you know what that makes you? Warriors, yes, but more than that, outright heroes. You put yourself out there and were called names and oh, this is really good. Names and ridiculed and lost friends and family, but you knew deep in your soul that you must save the children. The light is getting brighter lately. The darkness has disappeared for the chosen ones. We need to stay united and continue holding the line until we cross the initial finish line. We can take a short breather after that while the sheep are shown the truth. At that point, our real work begins in whatever position you desire. Teacher, Yakova, Yakova, do you mind? I mean, okay, okay,
I
fine.
asked you not to mention my name. I asked you not to mention.
Okay, but you don't have to play the radio in the middle.
I had it on for 15 seconds.
Okay, okay.
And I was on the other side of the room.
Okay. At that point, our real work begins in whatever position you desire. And this is the important thing. Teacher, healer, leader, rebuilder. We're about doing stuff. We have to do stuff. We can't just sit and wait for things to happen. We have to get out there and do. Once we have crossed the finish line, we will have achieved what was once thought impossible. We have learned that nothing is a coincidence and nothing is impossible. You will have achieved a job well done. Remember, everything will be okay. Tighten your armor of God and remain fully reliant on God. We are Flynn's, Frogs, and God's chosen. God bless you all. Where we go one, we go all. March 11, 22, 22. Do you know the significance of today's date? If not, research it and connect the dots. I think this is an important date. I think this was the day that the war really started on this day in 1963. I think so. I lost the channel with that thought. I mean, I said that this was not just, I'm not going to go into it, but the fake MSN no longer controls Twitter and they absolutely can't stand it. Let's keep the party going. Why do we believe them? For centuries, the global elites have broadcast their intentions to depopulate the world, even to the point of carving them into stone, and yet we never seem to believe them. The Stu Peters Network is proud to present Died Suddenly, about from the award-winning filmmakers. These are the minds behind Watch the Water and These Little Ones. And now they have presented some interesting films. I'm going to share this on the Intel channel so you can watch it for yourself. Hannity did a whole segment on HC's deleted emails and ended up bringing up the fact that some of these emails were found on AW, the hot dog's laptop. Now consider this. President T just spoke of his announcement about how enough people aren't awake as well as unity. Pretty interesting that a hot dog, you know, is being brought back into public consciousness. Crimes against kids unite all humanity across party lines. Okay, I feel like I'm looking at the Supreme Court case regarding the 2020 election just hit the docket last week. Okay, so that's coming out. I'm going to share that on the Intel channel also. I think this is stuff that we've already seen. Excuse me. Yeah, these are posts. It's still that clock. Could it be, could the clock mean 12/8? That December 8th? I don't know. Here's a good one. I'm not sure. Overpopulation is a myth. In fact, there is so much room on Earth that if everyone lived as densely as New York City, the entire world population of 7.8 billion people could fit into the state of Alaska and give them all an acre of land and everybody would fit nicely. Overpopulation is a lie, just like everything else. The lie that we are overpopulated is spread to induce fear and scarcity over the masses and to justify the ways to lower the population. It is a statistical fact that 50% of humans live on less than 1% of the land, and is a fraction. And if a fraction of lawns were turned into gardens, food scarcity would be non-existent. A fraction of lawns. Yeah, this there's a I'm going to put the post on the Intel channel. So there's a film called Died Like Fast, and I'm gonna hopefully watch it later. We're coming home, and there's a picture of the Washington Monument. That's probably one of the 34 monuments that has to come down. Just mailed the head of safety of Apple at Apple and Google, respectively, to ask if their app store will continue to carry the Twitter app now that Elon Musk has reinstated Mr. T. Whatever happens to Twitter, new social platforms need to center trust and safety from the outset or risk being subject to the same fate. In the meantime, Elon Musk has put Twitter on death watch. It didn't have to be this way. Not sure what this is. Aid from the ADL. There's some weird stuff going down. All right. Wait, is energy free? Copper coil and a magnet used to produce energy to light up a bulb. Interesting. Trump T back on Twitter, and that's not all. I'm asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. Oh, these are posts from January 6th. Yeah, I've seen all this. Okay, well, let me just see if there's anything else. I feel like I'm not really like hitting anything really essential today. The essential point to me is that we need to be fruitful and multiply and not look back and just keep going and not be afraid. And just know, I mean, it's hard for us because we already understand that so much of this is an illusion. So much of this is make believe. So yeah, 11/22 was a certain president was removed from the planet. We've seen all these posts before. All of a sudden, oh, this is Whiplash. Okay, so Whiplash is always posting about XRP. Not XRP, XLM. Okay, so let's try one more source, and then I'm feeling like we are the news now, and that I'm not really going to find anything out here. Let's see. Okay, let me just look at this one last one. This was posted on the 18th of November. Okay, so this is not new. All right, so I think, I don't know what time it is. It's like 12. I feel like I haven't really, I feel like I haven't really said anything of great value, but see how you guys are feeling. Okay, so you guys are feeling good. Okay. Just keep on keeping on. That's really what it is. Just keep going. Any Tesla towers out in Dallas? That's interesting. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I'm feeling a little insecure. I feel like I didn't really like lose myself enough to really be of value. Purple lights on the 420 highway. Yeah, I heard that the wall had to do with free energy. Shalom Aleichem. All right. Anyway, I hope that I have more, interesting, valuable things to say later. I'm planning to go get the keys to my new pad today, and then I'm going to start moving. So I'm pretty excited. I want you guys to have a great Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming up, and hopefully, if anyone, God forbid, is lonely, there is, we have 2 channels, one for just support if you need to talk to somebody 24/7, and one to find people in your communities. Maybe you could find somebody you could share information or share healing techniques or share energy breakthroughs that you're having. I think this is a time for us to really break free of the matrix and really start our own world, our own economy, our own inventions, we don't have to wait. We need a younger crowd to find my soulmate. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think I expect, I mean, the channel's been growing. I mean, we do need younger people. People need to wake up in general. Can I leave the chat open? Sure. How do I do that? I just if I don't touch it, it just stays open, I think. I don't know how long it stays open, but yeah, that's not a problem. All right, so maybe I've said all I need to say, and the intel is pretty boring today. I didn't really see anything of any interest, and I don't really think we're gonna find anything. I mean, I think when it happens, but really at the end of the day, we just need to be like Isaac and keep digging your wells, and even if they fill it in, dig another one. It's like my friend Gila, she lost her channel. She says, "You know what? It's not about numbers." She said, "I already started a new one," and she says, "I have 300 people on the channel." We just got to keep moving forward. Don't look back. Don't look down. But I think really is the time to really build amazing things. If you want to join me with this project, I mean, I'm kind of like digging this idea. I enjoy the effects, and they're telling me I'm going to feel more effects. My foot is clearing up a little bit. I mean, I'm not in pain so much anymore by putting this stuff on. I don't know. I mean, but I'm saying, like, that's in the show more. You can join that. There's all kinds of opportunities now. I think um, on the galactic technologies channel in the show more in our Telegram, there are a lot of websites that will point you to places where you can get in on training for running medbed centers. And I think we're really on the cusp of beginning a new world. And listen, we're never going to go back to that old world. I don't think. There's no way. So I think you should demand prosperity and a kind of job that makes you happy, and become rich. You're going to fail. I mean, you might fail. Hopefully you won't. But I mean, I know for me, lots of things that I tried just did not work. But I kept going. I'm still moving on. I'm eventually. I mean, if I like working hard, so eventually something will just take off. Hug the mean muggers. I told you about my friend Sparky. Somebody came to rob. Somebody broke into his house with a gun, and Sparky said, "You want?" He says, "I'll write you a check, man. What do you need?" And the guy, they were sitting down. They were hanging out together. They hung out. The guy was crying. He says, "I don't want to rob you." So yeah, there could be some of that. Yeah. Thanks, Raphael. I hope I'm doing my job. I mean, I love this, and I love putting out information, and for some reason it seems to be doing well. You want to be a moderator? You want to be okay? Is let me just ask my peeps, mouses. Yeah, right, mouses. I could be like a mouse and lead the cats out of Egypt, right? Yeah, I'm glad you're having a good time, Joan. Hey, love light. All right, so I'm gonna thanks, David. I'm just going to leave this on, and you guys can just schmooze. You can talk. I need to get going to claim my my cool crib. Get started moving. So I'll see you guys later. I have a video coming out in a little while. Just keep doing what you're doing, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to start something new and get into it. And if you fail, you fail. But it'll bring you. It'll help. Even the failure leads you to the next step. It like one door closes, another one opens. So just keep going and build and become prosperous, become rich, become fruitful and multiply. There's no reason why you have to be stuck in a miserable situation. And there's every reason for you to move forward and become prosperous. What do they say? Live long and prosper? Is that the expression? I couldn't remember. This is, by the way, the sign of the Kohanim. They do this when they bless the people. But Mr. Spock used to do that in Star Trek. Love and blessings, yeah. All right, so have a great day. Get together, man. If you're lonely, find a friend. Yeah, we'll live through the crashes. Buy a surfboard. I might buy a surfboard. I don't think so. I think if anything, I would buy a surf casting rod. I really like surf fishing. A few surf shops, yeah. Yeah, there's surf shops out there. Do you know there's a place, I don't exactly know where it is, but this is really interesting. Yeah, you want me to call you, Shmuley? Right, okay, yeah, gotcha. We'll communicate. There's a place, I read this in the New York Times when I still would read the New York Times. It was about 30 years ago when I would still actually read that ridiculous newspaper. But they had a story about a little bay near the JFK airport, which is, near to where I'm moving. There's a little bay somewhere, a little like pocket of current where tropical fish live all year round. Like you could snorkel there or scuba dive there in the middle of New York, in the middle of even in the winter, and find beautiful tropical fish. God is everywhere. God is everywhere. Jamaica Bay, you know where this place is, Shmuley? There's supposed to be one little place. It's in Jamaica Bay, yeah? You know where it is? I heard there was a dive shop near it, but that was years ago. Med beds will be already started by professional people who know how to use them, so you can go for training, but move forward. Find a way to make a living that you love. Musicals, yeah, me too. I can't watch violence. Yeah, the smile, man. Smile is your greatest weapon, man. Go forward into battle with a nice smile on your face. You can change people's lives forever. Just to smile and just say, "Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?" Some people are like so defeated. They just feel like if you say hello to them, it's like a recognition that they exist. That's how low they've been put down by these evil Lizzie B's. All right, guys. Much love. We got this. Yeah, smile and good vibes. Yeah, Tirana said, I'm with you, man. Kia mecha. Love all. Unite. Where we go one, we go all. I'll see you guys tonight. And I'm not going to, you guys can keep chatting if you like. I'm sorry the intel just really isn't very interesting today, but we'll find other things to talk about tonight. I'm sure I'll make some discoveries. I'm sure you will too. Yeah, you can get I actually have an old fishing rod. I don't really need it because the amount of fishing I'm actually gonna do, I might talk big, but to actually do it, I just don't have time. I mean, I might go for a bike ride, that was probably more likely. I already have a bicycle, so, I'll probably go for a bike ride on the boardwalk, but I'm about making videos, man. I mean, this is my 3rd video of the day, and, we need to be out there. You guys should be making videos too. A lot of you, I'm sure a lot of you listen, I didn't know anything about doing this. People who saw me when I first started, making videos, they're like, "Ellie, you sound terrible. You're always saying, I was always saying, basically, so you say basically all the time, it's like, I didn't know, and not that I'm so polished now, but I'm just saying that, like, we need loving, caring voices out there to offset the, apple cart, and just do things that are productive and meaningful to you. Alright, I'll let you guys go. I gotta get to, my new, the super at my building has been really nice to me. Just a super he called me up and, it's just I'm not used to this. I'm not used to being treated nicely, but, it's out there, man. God is good. You can change on a dime. Alright, I'll let you go. My teeth look terrible. I think I ate a big chunk of chocolate before I started broadcasting. Alright, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys on, and I'm taking off. We'll talk to you later. I'm not gonna well, let's see. Should I if I end the stream, will you still be able to talk? I think so. I think you still can talk. Alright, guys, we'll see you tonight.